Hektometer 2.0. Hi guys, these are the new amazing diving goggles, free diving goggles, spearfishing goggles by Hektometer. Let's look at them more deeply. Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about these amazing free diving goggles, the Hektometer 2.0, the second version by Hektometer of these auto-equalizing goggles. Magic, pure magic, and really huge technology behind this idea of Klaus, the founder and owner of a Hektometer. Well, normally we know that in free diving, the deeper you go, the more your mask, however it can be a low volume mask, must be equalized, which means that if you go down 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters, the pressure on the mask grows every 10 meters by 1 atmosphere of pressure. This means that you have pressure pushing on the mask and you have to equalize, put air in the mask to equalize and have the same pressure inside the mask compared to outside the mask, to keep the volume of the mask constant and not have the lenses and the mask squeezing on your face. For freediving, deep freediving, what has been done along the years is to have goggles, fill them with water. Normally it's a saline solution water, and so the water, the liquid, is not compressible, so you actually don't have problems of the goggles squeezing towards your eyes because the water inside the goggles balances the pressure outside the goggles. Now, this is not very comfortable. Of course, if you're doing a freediving performance, it can be something acceptable because you don't really need to see so much when you go down. You just go down the line and back up. But still, it's not as comfortable as, having your eyes free and not having the water in your eyes. So Hektometer has come with this amazing idea of self-equalizing goggles. Now, how do they work? Actually, they have internally two membranes, which when you're outside of the water, when there is no pressure pushing from outside to the inside of the goggles, the membranes are flat, so they're not filled with anything. The more you dive, the more you go down in the water at sea or in the lake or at epsilon minus 40, of course the pressure outside the goggles grows, and you need to equalize, of course. So what happens is that water from outside enters these membranes. Again, one big one is in the external part and a smaller one is in the internal part near the nose. The water goes in and the membranes swell and fill the volume inside the goggles. In this way, actually, the pressure of the air inside the goggle grows because the volume of the air is reduced, and actually you can go down as deep as you want, and the Hektometer goggles will equalize the volume. So what happens is that you just dive, you don't have to do anything, and you're free. You have a great visibility with these very high quality lenses, and you see, you have no water in the goggles and you don't need to do anything, just dive. Of course, you need to equalize your ears. Who does hands-free equalizing doesn't even have to move their hand on the nose. I cannot do that, but I must absolutely learn, because with these goggles and hands-free equalization, you just dive and you don't have to do anything almost. So very, very beautiful solution. They go very light, they weigh so little. Let's see, but it's really minimal, just to be very precise. 35.6 grams, so really nothing. Now, the interesting thing about these goggles, of course, the internal volume is very low. It's I wrote it down, it's 32 cubic centimeters. Now, consider having a low volume mask. Now, the best mask we've measured, and you can see our charts thanks to our measuring system and certification of internal volume and field of view on apneapassion.com magazine. It's totally free. You just go on the upper menu and there is a mask certification menu. You go there, you have the field of view and the internal volume. You have the chart of the internal volume values of the masks that we have actually certified, and the best ones up to now are the Mare 6 Free, 77 cubic centimeters, and the very good and best choice awarded C4 Falcon mask with 84 cubic centimeters. So very low values. Now, to make it simple, if we take a very low volume mask, but let's make it 100 cubic centimeters, and with that mask we want to go down, let's say to 80. I won't go there, but some strong athletes do. Or let's say 30 meters just to make it approachable, or 40 meters for guys who go down deep, down the epsilon minus 40. 40 meters, what you do, you move from 1 atmosphere of pressure at the surface to 5 atmospheres at the bottom, 40 meters, because you grow 1 atmosphere every 10 meters. So you are at 5 atmospheres of pressure outside in the water at the bottom of epsilon minus 40, and you need to equalize your mask, your 100 cubic centimeter mask internal volume, with a pressure that equalizes, that balances the pressure outside. So you need actually to put inside the mask, blowing in your nose, 400 cubic centimeters of air. So you will have 500 cubic centimeters inside the mask, which will make the pressure inside the mask reach 5 atmospheres, so you balance and the mask won't squeeze on your face. So you will actually lose 400 cubic centimeters from your lungs to put the air in the mask. This is just wasted air. Of course, if you use well your air inside the mask, once you go back towards the surface, the air inside the mask will expand because the external pressure will decrease, and you can actually inhale some most of the air that you have lost, blowing it out. But still, it's a process that doesn't make the diving so smooth and so simple. With the 32 cubic centimeter goggles by Hektometer, the movement of the membranes internally to the goggles actually balance completely the pressure in the goggles, and you can actually go down 80, 100 and 130. I think the record by Molchanovs is 136. Well, you can actually do that as well without having equalized these goggles. By the way, the visibility is really good. It is really good. There you go. I can see almost anywhere. I just see slightly the frame, the lateral frame here, the bent. It's not even the frame, it's the bent part of the lenses, but the central part is very flat. So you see perfectly, and the quality of material, it's not glass, but it's a very high quality plastic material, is excellent. Moreover, why is the visibility so good even though you have this small lens? Because the lens is very close to the eye. So of course, if you look at in a binoculars like this, you will only see a small part of you will have a very small field of view. If you look at a shorter range like this, the visibility is much wider. So this happens with diving masks, it happens with goggles. The closer the lenses are to the eyes, the more field of view you will have with the same design of the mask or goggles. So in this case, really the visibility is great, and that's why Hektometer says that with the 2.0 version of the goggles, you can actually also go spearfishing. I will try them myself and let you know. We'll also be at the epsilon minus 40 very soon for the testing of these goggles, which will participate to the Best Choice Award 2026, and also to the Technology Award we have actually set in place this year, because we do want to prize those companies, those ideas, those technologies which are the best on the market. And I believe these goggles are really something that should be evaluated also for the Technology Award. There are other offers on the market. I won't say the brands, but we know, we have tested them, and there's no comparison. These are the best auto-equalizing goggles on the market, and they are the original ones. Klaus, the owner of Hektometer, the founder of Hektometer, has had the idea, has developed the idea, and today they are absolutely the best. I hope you like this video. Please follow the channel and click on the bell if you want to be advised for more videos. Also, if you want to have all the details of these goggles, apart from the weight, also the measures and any other detail, go on apneapassion.com, international web magazine. It's free, and you can have all the details there with a dedicated article which is already online. And do follow the channel if you like this video. Thank you.